Good afternoon. I'm using a bit of a different setup, so I'm having to play around. Layout. I want to get rid of me and show. So how do I do that? Media assets, recording. Right, okay, so I want to remove and then add. That's it. And then hope I don't make you seasick. There we go. Done it. Okay. I apologise. Is there an echo? I can't tell. Anyway, I hope it's going well. I'm recording this today, Thursday, because my husband's got a hospital procedure tomorrow, and we've got to do some prep stuff later on today, and then tomorrow morning, and then he's got the procedure at lunchtime. So I will be very glad when all of that is over. So today I'm going to be making this box, which you can fit. I mean, I've done 5 little note cards and the envelopes using the layered thoughts, and each envelope has the designer series paper on it as well. And I've used the Lily Pond 6x6, which is still available online. It's on the last chance list and it is reduced, but it's still available for that one. And for the one I'm going to make now, I'm using the 2024 to 2026 in colour designer series paper, which came out last year, and in the new catalogue there's a new pattern. And this paper that I'm going to use was originally £11.75, and it's available still on the last chance list for £3.52. I mean, some of the prices on there are just crazy. There's also dies. I was looking for my team. I sent them out an email about some bits and pieces. The dies, now which set was it? I think it was the Friends for Life bundle. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what's going on with the picture, keep disappearing. The Friends for Life bundle was £50, but if you bought the dies, they were down to £9.60, and the stamp set was down to £9.60, so it came to £19. You basically saved £30 if you bought them separately. Now this is one of the in colours. Oh gosh, I've just forgot. Summer. Oh, what is it? Summer Splash. Now I'm just going to try and make a bit of room because I want to bring my scoreboard in. I mean, I usually use the scorer on my trimmer, especially when I'm doing cards. That's absolutely fine. But when you're doing a box, I've noticed that sometimes if you're even a fraction off the mark, it means that one side can be higher than another. So I'm going to use my score tool, I think it's called. Oh, my right hand is just about useless now. I'm on the wait list for surgery, about 6 months. Sorry, I think the internet must be playing up. It keeps flickering. I'm sorry. Okay, so just need to get my measurements. I'm going to be scoring. So this is a piece of A4 cardstock cut down to 29 centimetres by 20 centimetres. And on the short side, I'm going to score at 3. That is the thinnest. And 17. And then I'm going to turn it to the longer side. And you can do it 3 and 3, basically, if you want to. 3 and 3. And then I'm going to turn it to the long side. And I'm going to do 3, 13, 16. Oh, I haven't got my light on, I just realised. Sorry. No wonder I can't see what I'm doing. That's better. 13, let's bring it forward so you can see it. So I've done 3, 13, I'll do 16. So you've got, it's basically 3 centimetres, 3 centimetres and 3 centimetres, and then 26 centimetres. And that is all I need to score. Okay, I do apologise if this keeps disappearing. I don't know what's going on. I don't normally use my iPad. I usually use my laptop that's downstairs. Okay, so now I'm just going to cut my tabs, and I'm cutting up the score line. And I'm just going to trim a little bit off these to make it easier to, and also because there's, see how there's a bit there I've missed. Okay. Oh, there we go. And I can sort them out when I'm folding it if there's any problems. I'm just trying to get nice straight cut straight up to the score line, and then trim the tabs. Okay, now I'm going to do the other side. I used to love making boxes. I haven't made any for ages. So I don't know why my hand's shaking, but it is. I think there might be something wrong with the sound, so I do apologise. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Okay, so that's all my tabs done. So now I need to take my bone folder. I'll keep those handy in case I need to do any. I'm just going to check the sound. Yeah, it keeps coming back a fraction. It's not supposed to. Now, you could have done what I forgot to do and scored the side ones before you cut. It's quite a good idea, but anyway, I'll just put them all down and score like that. Okay, so now we've got the box. So I'm going to get my pegs. They're brilliant typing pegs. This sound is really annoying me. Right, so I'm going to pop glue on the outside of the tabs. dry. Then I need a piece of designer series paper. Do the leaves, and let me just measure. So that's 10 by 14. So 10 by 14 becomes 9.5 by 13.5. Now on this one, I did put a piece of cardstock to bring out the Pretty Peacock. This was Pretty in Pink and the Lily Pond DSP. So I could do the same thing. In fact, let's do white. So that means the white will be 9.5 by 13.5. And the DSP will be 9 by 13. So I'm going to just bring my trimmer in. Whoops, a daisy. Just bring my trimmer in to do that. I'm finished with my pegs now. And then it closes like a pizza box. Lovely. So this is going to be 9 by 13. So 13 wide by 9 tall. And I need some white. Which is going to be 9.5 by 13.5. I'll tell you what, oh, no, I can't do that. Right. So let's get rid of this. There's a little something. I don't know what it was. So, and then we can pop in there. So it's just going to make it pop a little bit. That's lovely. Okay. Less is more when you're using wet glue. If you use too much, it makes the paper wet. Whoops. I think it's sticking to my right hand. There we go. Just about straight. And the ribbon also is on Last Chance. I didn't look up what it was, and this is the Summer Splash one, so I'm going to use that. So I'm going to go around once, twice. I have separate scissors for ribbon because paper blunts your scissors, and so if you then try and cut your ribbon with it, it just gives you a nasty edge. Right, so what I want to do is before I glue that on, I want to wrap my ribbon around, and that's what's going to hold it closed. I'm just going to line that up. Oh, the other thing on this one, I've just done a little notch which helps you open the box. So I'm just going to take my 1/2 inch circle punch. We don't do these anymore, but you can get them on Amazon, anywhere really. And I'm just going to do half, and I'm just eyeballing that. You could measure, but I'm just eyeballing it. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is pop this on a glue dot on at the front. And that's going to be underneath where the, oh, sorry, I keep knocking the camera. Under there. And then I'm going to glue that on top. And that will stop it. We'll keep the ribbon in place. And then you can decorate the inside if you want to. I did on my other one. Right, I've got rather a long piece now, but that's okay. Better to have too much than not enough. Let's use the long bit. Bring the ribbon up there. Now for the front of the box, I used this label, and I've now lost my labels. There they are. And they're part of a suite in the new catalogue, and they are called Foiled Frames and Labels Ephemera Pack. And you get the label that I used, and you also get a frame. So I just wanted the label, so I'm going to do the same again, and then I'll use the frame for something else. And these ephemera packs prove really popular. You've got all sorts of different shapes. They're also great for scrapbooking. They've got some really big ones there. Look, perfect. And they're very, I haven't looked them up how much they are, but they're pretty cheap. Oops. Okay. So, and then I've got my Layered Thoughts stamp set, and this is $1 million stamp set by Barb Brimhall. So when the top demos hit $1 million of sales, they get to co-design a stamp set, which is really, really lovely. And I love big fonts. So in fact, I didn't use that for the note. I'm going to use that for the cards. I think I used, no, what did I use? Just the note. I might use, this is a Charming Duck Pond, which is available on the last chance. Another one that's reduced. Hello friend. No, I think just the note is better. Where did I get it from? Just a note. Good question. There it is, Notes and Totes, which is what I did last week or the week before. Just a note. And my new go-to colour for stamping sentiments is Secret Sea. So it can look black, it can look blue. It's pretty awesome. So just gonna there we go. Just and I'm going to use that in a minute. Right, let's just clean that because I won't need that again. And I'm going to need a bigger block. These sentiments are really big. Let's put that one away. Just a note. And I think I put it on the dimensionals. Yes, I did. So, okay. And I discovered a tip. If you can never tell if you've taken your backings off your dimensionals, then colour them in and all of a sudden you can see. So I'm going to use my left hand because my right hand is pretty useless. And then straight away you can see there if I've got the backs off or not. I think that's a pretty neat trick. Right, let's just get these off. Okay, so I'm not going to do all 5 cards. I'm just going to show you, because they're all the same, I just use different sentiments. I'm just going to show you stamping straight onto the designer series paper, and also decorating envelopes. So we'll probably do that first. Sorry, you're getting the reflection of my light. Okay, and then I use, these are new two-tone sparkle gems, and they're quite flat, so that'll keep postage down, which is a good thing. And I want a small one. They've got lovely multicolours. Stain note. There we go. I think I used the in colour gems on the other ones. So much. The online exclusives, no, not the online exclusives, the last chance was updated on Tuesday. So there's loads more products gone on there, but also loads more discounts. So it's a great opportunity to have a look. And if you spend £25 in my online store by Tuesday, I will send you everything you need to make these box and the 5 notelets and the envelopes. So that's a good little kit if you'd like that. So I'm just going to put my box to one side. Now, I've already got the designer series paper ready. So I'm going to show you how to do the envelope. So I get really frustrated because our 6x6 paper is not big enough to do our envelopes for regular sized cards. It's just like a, I don't know, ½ centimetre too small or something. But for the note cards, it fits perfectly, so we can use your offcuts. So it's the maximum is 13 centimetres wide, and then you need it to be at the widest. Well, if you go with 5, then you can cut it off. So which do I prefer, that or that? Yeah, don't make a song and dance with it, Fiona, just make a decision. Let's do this one. Just leaves on it. So I'm just going to go around. Oh, where's my glue gone? There it is. I'm just going to go around, not right next to the edge because the glue will squeeze outwards. Just go around with my wet glue. Pop that one up to the fold line. And you can push your glue outwards with your bone folder. And then take your scissors and you just cut round . And there you go. There's your nicely decorated envelope. Okay, so as I've used, I think that's peach pie. Did I have a peach pie? Yes, I did. Okay, so what I've done for the cards, I've taken all of the stripes, so they're all going to be the same. They're just the 5 different in colours, and I'm going to take one. So those are to decorate my envelopes. So I've got 4 more to do, and these are for my cards. So there's my card, and that's going to fit on there and have a white frame around it. And all I need to do is stamp my sentiment. I think I've finished with my scissors. I keep putting them away and getting them back out again. So I need a bigger block, and I'm going to do thank you. You on another block. And I'm going to stamp it. You can stamp it colour on colour, which I could do actually and show you what that looks like. So if I used peach pie, it wouldn't show. But if I take pumpkin pie or even timid tiger would be great. But I'm going to do pumpkin pie. Tap, tap, tap. Good coating of ink. Get that straight. Let's cover up that light. Oh, that's not going to work. Let's put my ink pad there. Right. Not going to work. Let's put the envelope there. Okay, so here's my, get that straight. Think. It's not quite straight because the H comes down lower, but it's okay. And then U, and I'm just going to pop that under the K. Thank you. There we go. So that's pumpkin pie on. But you see how well the colours coordinate? That's what I love about Stampin' Up. You don't have to think about it. I think I'm going to do that for all of them. I'm going to do monochromatic. And I'm going to do a mixture of thank you and birthday. So I'll do another. So I've stamped that. Let me just show you what it's going to look like on the finished card. And I'm going to use my Seal Plus this time. And the reason that I use the lines is because I think the leaves are a little bit busy and would distract from the sentiment, whereas just a plain background. Oh, hello. Nightmare. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to line that up on my card. Have a bit of white showing. And then that will go with that envelope. Okay, so that was peach pie with pumpkin pie. And then I've got Summer Splash, Petunia Pop, Peach, Pretty in Pink, and what is that one called? Shy Shamrock. Petunia Pop, let's do that one. And what dark colour shall I take for that? So Petunia Pop, I'm going to take Berry Burst. The other thing you can do if you want to protect your stamp sets from staining is use some Versamark before you put it in the main ink. Just line that up. Wow, that is gorgeous. Yep, love, love, love. Okay, that's that one. So I'm just going to put that one together. Sorry about the squeaking. Let's put Petunia Pop away. And then I'm going to pop that on here. And that one will go with this envelope. I'm not sure about the spots. I think I'll do that. So I'm going to, this is the last one I'm going to show you, and I'm in the box. But see how easy they are to make. Okay, so I need my scissors one last time. And so I'm turning the envelope, not my scissors. And then that matches that. And there you go. Really, really pretty. And then they just go in your box. And you can use some more designer series paper to decorate the inside. But there you go. So if you spend £25 in my online store, I will send you everything you need to make the box and the 5 note cards with the 5 envelopes, designer series paper and everything. I can't send you stamped images, so you would need to get this set yourself, which is only £19, or use whatever you've got in your stash. I really, really love this. It just makes it so easy. And the other thing is the sweet sale is on at the moment, which is absolutely awesome. So you can buy a whole suite, and then the next suite you get is 50% off. But you do need to be careful, because anything that's in a suite, so say you put down the kintsugi suite, the whole lot as your first choice, and then you put in some designer series paper that's in another suite, your 50% would be off the designer series paper. And I think a lot of people are getting caught out by that. So you want to go for something that's more higher value, like a bundle. If you don't want a whole other suite, so you don't want 2 whole suites, choose one suite or choose a bundle from a suite, and then get a second bundle from a different suite and maximize your discount. But it's a great offer, and it's on until the 30th of June. So, you know, don't miss out. I think the kintsugi one, which I used as an example, is on back order till the 23rd of June, but I'm sure they'll try and get it back to us before the end of the offer. But there's so much, you know, there's so much in the stock. It's also on last chance items, so much to choose from. So have a look. I'll post a link below the video. Thanks for watching, and have a great weekend, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.